And what is up everyone, Andrew here, and in this video I'll be revisiting YY and IQ by popular demand and just taking a look at where the price stands right here and what I think about these stocks going forward. So starting off here with YY on the chart, we can see that right now we're sitting at, actually post market it is 113. So we're sitting at 113 right around here, and we can see that early in June we went up really high really fast, all the way up to 126, and we came down off of it quite hard. We can see that the following day we came down $5, and then after that we lost a whole like 13% downwards. This price action also printed a bearish divergence onto the RSI, so that is a slight bearish indicator that we should be watching out for. Just some things to watch out for here. Within a month exactly, we'll see that this green uptrend is going to collide with this red resistance line that we had, combining the top from March and this huge up spike here. This is now a resistance line that we must pass through. If we don't pass through this resistance line, we could be just zooming out here onto a bigger time frame. You can see that we might be heading into what is a triangle consolidation pattern, where this is a top right here and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it comes back down here for a retest of the support. And if this holds, it usually comes back out, breaks out of the resistance and continues, because you can see that right here the trend was up, and then it goes into a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it continues the trend upward. So basically things that I would look out for here: see how close we can get to this red resistance line, and if we do come down off of it, see if we break below this green support line of our uptrend, and if we do, I'm going to be expecting a downward trend all the way down to around $100, probably, give or take a couple dollars, for this fourth impulse wave before we go up higher. And the big reason why I don't think we'll be able to pass through this resistance line right here is, you can see right here, if we zoom out, there is volume here, a big green candle here, a big green candle here, indicating people buying in and driving these prices higher. And now when it hits all-time high, people step out here on big volume, people step out here on big volume, as you can see, although this one's a little less convincing than this one, but still here, two big volume step outs. And what happens is we don't have the support of big volume, so what happens is I'm just not expecting us to be able to pass through this resistance line right now. Not much has changed with YY on the financial numbers. Their forward PE is nice, but now their price to earnings growth is seemingly very expensive. Yes, their EPS growth and their sales growth is all good, so that's all good. However, I think YY really did make a mistake in the stock, at least as a stock value to investors, by spinning off Huya. You can see that Huya is one of the most successful IPOs. It has like tripled, I believe, since IPO, and even more than that, almost a quadruple, and it probably will happen within the next couple months. So YY is actually going to print, I believe, something like a net revenue loss. So moving on to IQiyi or IQ, and oh boy, what a chart, right? So we can see that we are at all-time highs here, sitting around $44, and this is a 2-hour chart, and we can see that. So I'm using a 13 and 34 day moving average indicator, so the pink line is the 13 day and the blue line is the 34, and we really haven't dipped below many times. We can see that there's one dip here and one dip here, and those would have been fantastic buy-in points. So I think that the momentum here is going to continue, and as you can see, it's just really hard drawing any sort of accurate trend line right now to base supports and resistances off of. IQ is just blasting through so much, and eventually it's just got to be like, oh, there's a pullback at some point, right? But if so many people are waiting for a pullback, the opposite's going to happen. It's just going to keep climbing higher and higher because of that. So yes, on the technicals, we're still extremely overbought here, sitting around 80 on the 2-hour chart. However, there's just no telling where this can go, and personally, I might wait for a retest of the 40, but that's that's so hard to see if it'll even happen at this point. And if you are looking for a stock to hold for a long time, I honestly just wouldn't bother about the buy-in price at this point. And I think IQ is worth just getting in on right now and not worrying about the fact that it is very overextended, because its potential is still huge at this point. It's only at a $28 billion market cap, and it definitely has room to go. For other people who just don't want to see downside on their accounts and stuff, the most safe option is probably at this point, see if you can chart a 1334 and wait for the cross and then buy when it's getting slammed. You just have to, you see, IQ has had these 2 days right here and right here where the intraday swings was just gigantic. And if you're able to catch that downtrend on these huge intraday swing days, then that is probably something that you want to look out for. So if you're looking at a 1-day chart of IQ on your brokerage and you're seeing like maybe perhaps a V-shaped reversal trying to happen on a day that started off very much down, that could be a good buy-in point to look out for. So yeah. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this update video on YY and IQ. Hope it helped. So if this video helped you, please be sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave that down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to subscribe to get more videos just like this one. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.